What's up, Dragon Brood? We are back again. Normal lights, normal studio, microphone, whatever. So thank you for putting up with me while we were shooting on location. So yeah, if y'all haven't seen that, want to see how different quality can be whenever you have the right tools or not, watch the videos from the last weekend. There's like 4 of them out there. But for today, we're going to play some more standard 2022, and we're going to be looking at Abzan Midrange options. There's a bunch of ways we could have built this, so I kind of picked one that took a different angle, played a few tokens, and just going to see if it works or not. We're going to make this a little bit of an experiment. We'll just see what happens. It should be a lot of fun either way, but for now, let's go take a look at that deck list. Alright, so in this particular version, I decided to take advantage of some landfall triggers along with just a traditional like mid-rangey things to try to deal with stuff. I will also play, I'm not sure how this is going to go down, but I believe in the first game or two we might have played a slightly different version, but after that they're going to be this version. So I didn't save the previous one because it felt inconsistent, so I just went with this one and we'll just see what happens. But anyway, we have 3 Blood Chief's Thirst right off the top. We're going to need this for a lot of things, but the thing is, we really wanted some cheap removal because there's going to be a lot of times where we're going to be playing something that costs 3 or 4, and just being able to have that extra thing we can play is going to be pretty nice. Eye Twitch, this is here for the lessons, but really to mostly allow us to go get a land. But there's going to be times once the game's late, we're going to probably go be getting Mascot Exhibition more often than not. There are 3 Loyal Warhounds because they likely can go get us land, but even if they don't, they're 3-1. They let us fight and block quite a few things. Unfortunately, it does suffer from the existence of Shambling Gas being around, but still got a job to do. 3 Flunk. Flunk here over Power Word Kill, just because I've run into too many situations, whether against Angels, whether against not demons, but against dragons especially, where Power Word Kill just doesn't kill what we want. Even in situations where you may want to try to kill something like a Faceless Haven, you can't because it has all creature types. So though I think Power Word Kill is a neat card, I just don't know, with the environment being what it is for standard 2022, that it's the card I wanted. Going 4 Humiliates. This is probably the card that's questionable, but it does a lot of work, and I kind of really just wanted to try it out, so we're going to see how it plays out. Then we have 3 Nighthawk Scavenger, kind of doubling as removal in this deck because of the Death Touch, but, it does come through for damage at the end of the games because it flies, and it does get you enough life to buy you a couple turns. Then, of course, because we're doing the landfall thing, we're playing 4 Scoot Swarms and 4 Felidar Retreats. And what I like about the Felidar Retreat is there's a lot of times you're going to be able to play this after your opponent plays sweepers or other things and just kind of rebuild your board pretty fast. As for the Scoot Swarm, we're really going to want to run it out on turn 3. We're going to be saving it to play on turn 5, 6, 7, unless we have multiples in hand. But I think it can still do what we need it to do regardless. Now with that, we're playing 2 Toski. 1, because it's hard to kill, but 2, cards are nice. And then Binding of the Old God, just the kind of catch-all removal. 2 Lolth the Spider Queen. Kind of seeing how it works, because if you do get to where you can chump block or attack with a couple tokens, could just like give you infinite 2/2s or 2/1s effectively, kind of let you upgrade some of your smaller creatures. But in general, Lolth's just a good card anyway, and could result in you drawing more cards, which is nice. And then Drizzit, because Drizzit also makes tokens, but it's also just a good all-around creature. I mean, double strike creature that you can use with Felidar's Retreat, get a +1/+1. Then it has Vigilance, so you can use it on attacking and blocking, which is pretty nice. Also pumps up the 4/1 you get, which is also pretty good. And people forget that thing has trample, so it's very important. Then the lands. We're playing 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 3 Plains, 1 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 3 Swamp, 2 Forest, 4 Bright Climb Pathway, 1 Silver Quill Campus, just because if the game gets late, we could use this and kind of scry our cards or whatever. And then 2 each of the pathways. So, yeah. Or, 4 each of the 2 pathways. I think I said 2 each of the pathways. No, we're playing a full set of the pathways in this deck. But as always, that's it. We're going to go play some games, and at the end of the games, we'll tell you how I feel about it, because I think I'm going to have some mixed feelings on this list, and we'll talk about the card spotlight as well. Alright, we're keeping it. And passing. Alrighty. We're going to have to play against some boring blue-black control here. Nope. I spoke too soon. Well, sadly, this doesn't kill that yet. Because that's only 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not going to kill it. So we just take our turn. And, guess just put this on white. See what the opponent's up to. Xanathar and a Blood Chiefsters, huh? Okay, Xanathar it is. I mean, if you Blood Chiefsters are Spellbinder, you get in there for 2. That's fine. Okay. Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and... Do we just play the other one? I guess so. Then we'll just play Loth next turn. Alright, opponent has nothing but lands. Good to know. They can't start pumping their Crawling Barons, but... I mean, I guess technically we could flunk it, but... Not likely. They're not going to let it turn into a creature. I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, we definitely block here. Because otherwise, we wouldn't be getting much traction if, like, we attack for 3, they gain 2, we attack for 3, they gain 2. It's kind of a silly exchange. What are we doing here? Foretelling something, huh? Okay, well, I guess we try this first. And if it's a counter, it's a counter. If not, we make a 2/2. Then it also lets us know the coast is clear for Loth and Drizzt if we want to start rolling those out there. The other thing, though, is the opponent is access to 1 land away from being able to cast Xanathar when the time comes, so we do have to be aware of that. Just kind of keep that in the back of our brain. I guess this means the opponent does not have Saw It Coming in hand. Because then we would have... Okay, I guess they don't. Alright, 2/2's coming up. Yep, it was just Behold the Multiverse. Alright, works for me. 1 top, 1 bottom, draw 2. Draw 1 for turn. Gonna foretell something else, probably. Oh no, they're just gonna Vanishing Verse that. Makes sense, though. Can't fault them for that. They're being very particular about which lands they want to get rid of, too. So I find that kind of interesting. Now I'm not sure which of these I actually want that I'm willing to allow to get countered. So let's go ahead and just attack for 2 here. Doubt they're going to do anything to it. Alright. Doing that because if the opponent doesn't have anything, Loth at least generates more cards, and that seems fine. Alright, Saw It Coming works. Opponent's down to 2 unknown cards and a Xanathar on deck, sadly. Gonna foretell something else. Sure. We are going to attack again. Okay, what's the best we can do? 1, 2, that lets us go get a land. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We could play Seraph. It's probably not greatly to our benefit. I guess we just try this. Though, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say they do have a land. They play Xanathar. What's the worst that happens here? We'd be able to flunk it. So that's probably okay. Because otherwise, our only other play is make like 2, 3, 2/1s. Which might be fine, because Xanathar doesn't fly either. So let's... But this also gets us a land that we kind of need. You know what? Come Comes into play tapped. We can just make one flyer and play this. It's kind of weak, but we can. All right, let's test it. I mean, because for all we know, they just have a sweeper in hand or something too. So I'm going to do this, and if they do play a sweeper, we'll follow up with Lolth or blot out this guy. But this like at least kind of encourages the opponent to do something and makes them use up more mana. So I'm kind of in favor of this. And then randomly, if they don't, and they just play Xanathar, then we flunk Xanathar, so Ralph gets bigger, and we get a big attack in. Alright, so they just pump Crawling Barrens. Not enough for Xanathar, because I came in to play tapped. Okay, well, I guess we attack. I mean, that's a big 8-ball. That's not nothing. Loyal Warhound does have Vigilance, by the way, so we can block something on the crackback, which is nice. Oh, they're just going to try to play their, are they going to turn that into a creature? Okay, if they do this, because of the way they're tapping, I'm going to assume there's a counter there. I mean, that's a hell of an assumption, but sure. Okay. I guess I should have tried beforehand, but I was a little slow on the uptake there. Because if they didn't have a counter, that would have been sweet. But it looks like they do. Okay, don't hate it. Because it still kind of gives us the information we needed. So let's go ahead and play this, make 2 creatures. So again, they sweep the board, we just play Lolth. If not, we're just going to keep attacking. And they tap for Xanathar, they get to block 3 on the ground, take 6, and then we play Lolth, so that's fine too. Man, why are so many people just playing so many slow decks on the ladder? Yeah, okay. I mean, look, what else are we going to do? Sure, Zarasan was not something I expected to see, but there it is. Why not? Man, how savage would it be if their last card was... You know, I can't even risk it if their last card just Jurari's Disruption. Could be just, like, Disdainful Stroke or something, too, though. Ah, it actually wasn't. See if this survives first. Okay, so we didn't get anything out of it. I should have just made my creatures first. So be it. Alright, good news is, though, we do have another creature land we can activate here. Get some attack in. Opponent could kill this creature, get something out of our yard, which would probably be a Drizzit, I'd imagine. Which didn't want to let that happen. Alright, Xanathar comes down. Now there's decision time. Not so much anymore. Okay, so opponent's at 9. They could block 2, take 4. Alright, I guess here's our plan. Actually, this is kind of tough too, because we sort of want to kill Xanathar. Trying to think what happens. If we kill Xanathar here, we attack. We'd have to still leave a creature back and force the opponent to draw a kill card, so... opponent goes to 8. We take. Alright, we have to kill Xanathar here. Mostly because playing off our library is guaranteed cards for the opponent. This, unfortunately, we're a land short, or we would be able to end the game here, right? 2, 4, 6. No, yeah, we've been Exactsies. All right. I'm going to attack with just these two. Opponent's at 5. Hopefully I don't draw anything good here. If it kills a token, we're in trouble. Though I say that, the best thing they can go get is a Drizzt, I guess. Which is 2 ground blockers. So our 2 flyers are probably still safe. I will chump block and just like force them to have to still find something here. Our turn. Okay. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Well, we activate with this because this has Menace, right? 3/3 creature with Menace? Yeah. So we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play this or activate this. And we'll attack. All right, that does it. I'm going to keep this hand. Mostly because we do have a removal card. We can have an early discard spell, so we can disrupt what they're doing a little bit. Picking up the Nighthawk helps. Because our only real creature was Drizzt there for a little bit. Yep, Innkeeper makes sense. I think we're just going to go ahead and run out this. Don't get the value of a token, but I think it's fine. So you have Epiphany. All right, well, we know what we're up against now. Epiphany is quite annoying. We do have Blot Out the Sky, though. They don't have any more lands, though. That's the other interesting thing here. So if we were to take something like Divide by 0, they really wouldn't have much going on. So let's do that. Because Divide by 0 also keeps them from going and searching for another basic. Okay, they found a land, so that's unfortunate. They did the good work themselves. Fair enough. All right, we're going to put this on black, so we're going to need that at some point here anyway. Just debating if I want to use this to kill an Innkeeper or if I want to use it to kill the Quandrix Cultivator next turn. Which, you know, probably Cultivator is where we're leaning, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to pass. And this ended up going great for us. This ended up going great. So we're going to need some. Though I don't mind that we have Blot Out the Sky. That's kind of nice. All right, more stuff to do. Ah, more lands. Okay. Ooh, that doesn't suck. Okay. We know what this is. They're 2 mana away from being able to use that. Well, 3 actually, I guess, because you need 8. This can kill this. But we might need to run that out just to protect Lolth temporarily. Alright. We're going to do this. I'm not in love with it. But it does allow a creature to die so that we can get access to Lolth and let her live. 2, 4, 6. Alright, opponent has 6 mana now. Got to keep an eye on this Magma Opus because it's not going to be pretty. Alright. We knew that was a thing. Yep. We're going to block. I will go search up a land, I believe. I mean, opponent is set up to take extra turns here, unfortunately. Put this on white. Alright, so assume opponent takes extra turns. We could play Drizzt here. Then attack. We can play Blot Out the Sky now. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a big hit to take. I don't like that. If we play Loth, we at least get... Well, Loth would die to... They would both attack her. Have to use the tokens to double block. Not fun. Alright, I guess I'm just going to do this. I don't really know. I don't know if that's the right choice, honestly. It feels like it's like one of those options that's like mostly fine, but doesn't feel great. Alright, the opponent's going to be set up to probably Magma Opus next turn. Oh no. Leave my Drizzle alone. That's not what we want to see. Okay. Alright, opponent does nothing here? That humiliates kind of nice. I was thinking I was going to want to kill a Quandrix Cultivator here, but sometimes the deck makes decisions for you. Not having to deal with that Magma Opus could be really big here. Alright, so they're going to effectively treasure cycle that. Oh, and they have nothing else in hand. Ooh. That's a thing. Okay, then. Alright. Then I guess we attack. And we don't get a bonus counter now, but whatever. I'll go ahead and do this. We'll go get probably another swamp. Give us the luxury of using this. And yeah, we'll just pass. So I assume we're going to take minimum of 6. They attack for 3, attack for 3. But I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what they have for these unknown cards here. Because our hand's really not bad right now. Field trip. Alright. That's going to lead to probably a mascot exhibition, I would assume. No, not a mascot exhibition. Surprising. I guess they're just going to try to take extra turns or something. I mean, getting cards is neat, but I would just have taken the guaranteed action, personally. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that does work. Okay, what do we do here? I guess we go Loth.
You reek with terror, and I
Kill Florahedron? Maybe? If I kill the token, I mean, one of the tokens, I don't necessarily have to... I don't know, I'd still end up blocking with everything, though. Alright. Kill one of these. I don't think their mana matters. That just might be a bad target to kill, but whatever. I mean, there may be an argument to be made that I should have just kept Drizzt back and then just make whatever, a pile of 2/1s, little inklings. 2, 4, 5. That would have been pretty good to just make 5 inklings. I mean, if they kill a creature, we get to put a counter on Loth, so it's not the worst thing. And it would mean the opponent probably ends up focusing on Loth twice. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, then. Well, that's a thing. We could be close to dead now. I mean, attack for 5. Put me to 8. Leaves you lethal on board, plus with whatever cards are in hand. Seems pretty good. This is probably not the best thing to draw here, but we'll see. Oh, we'll take that for sure. For sure, for sure. 1-2. Okay, we're going to try to set up a little lethal of our own here. Alright, that's a turn. Which leads to... I mean, well, we're still dead, right? Because now you go get the exhibition. I can't imagine you get anything else here. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I think we're still ultimately dead. Because the Inklings are tapped. Like, the opponent's just taking a long time. We're dead there. Oh boy, we get to go first with this. Okay, I guess we're going to keep it. Not sure. I mean, we have double Humiliate. I don't know if that's a great start or not, but we'll see. I mean, it can't be awful, I guess. The hand doesn't really do much beyond that, though. That's kind of my real concern here. Oh, that sucks. Ugh. Oh, well, I guess we're just going to back-to-back Humiliate anyway. Opponent has a field. I guess we'll take both field trips. At least take options away from them. I mean, I don't love that, but, you know. That's fine. You can keep a Soul Shatter. I mean, the good news is I guess we're going to get a Felidar retreat down. I know the opponent doesn't have much of anything, so that's a thing. And I guess we have answers to Planeswalkers or whatever when that time comes. Now we just got to find more land. Well, on the plus side, we can find land if we really want to and kill an opponent's Eye Twitch. But if we do that, I'd like to do that probably during their end step, if possible. Instead of doing it during our turn. So if they do go find something, they kind of have to wait to use it. Alright. I don't think we're going to have many things to target in their deck anyway. Yep, that was going to happen one way or the other, so tis what it is. Yeah, we're just going to make a 2-2, I think, here. Okay. Opponent did not want a Soul Shatter or Eye Twitch. I mean, I say you're killing our Felidar retreat. Come on. Like I say, you're not doing anything else there. That's alright. I'm just going to draw another one, though. That's how we're going to get out of this. Oh, man. Another Eye Twitch. Boo to that. Boo to that. Okay, we do have to hold on to the Scoot Swarm because we need the opponent to use his Blood in the Snow first. Or it's going to be really sad for us. So I'm going to go ahead and use this on the Eye Twitch. Opponent probably just goes and gets a Mascot Exhibition. But if they do, they'd be less likely to use the Blood on the Snow then, I would think. Maybe not, though. They might Blood on the Snow first to set up their Mascot Exhibition. And then that's okay. Because then we go... The Eye Twitch will die. We'll just go get the Land Search thing, and then we'll play a Scoot Swarm. Start making blockers, maybe? Alright, well, we know all the cards in the opponent's hand, which don't know how much of an advantage that gives us. This is neat, though. Interesting, though, here. I don't know if I want to take the Exhibition or if I want to take the Blood on the Snow. Because if I take the Blood on the Snow, then I can kind of just go nuts with the Scoot Swarm. But if I take the Exhibition, then the opponent's kind of incentivized to go ahead and use Blood on the Snow anyway. But if we take Exhibition, they can just go get another one. Alright. I think I'm going to take Blood on the Snow, though. And I'm going to put the counter on... Eye Twitch. Though we kind of want our Eye Twitch to die at some point in all this mess. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Would have liked to use another option, but it's what we got. Really? They have nothing else better to go get? I mean, I guess they gain life, thin their deck out. It's not awful. And they didn't want to use their exhibition. I wonder if maybe that's a case of like, because I let them keep it, you know, it's like, okay, why'd they let me keep the exhibition? Maybe I shouldn't cast it yet. I mean, I'm going to lose my Toski here because I've got a Soul Shatter, but what else are we going to do? Exactly. Could just be exactly that, though. Maybe they were just waiting to see us do something else before they use their mana. All right, there's the exhibition. And no land. Damn it. Really wanted to land. Like, really, really bad. Like, unrealistically bad. Oh, what do we do? I mean, I guess. Alright, that's not the worst thing to get. I guess we just do this and attack. I mean, opponent draws it, they draw it. Is that how they find something for it? Alright, attack him for 2. Oh, it's a Loth. Okay, alright. That's legit, though. Good answer.
My power is for annihilation.
Okay, we get to kill Loth. Get to make some scoots. We can attack. We would trade for the 2 Loth tokens, but we do go get to learn, which is nice. All right, I'm just gonna hope they don't get a sweeper here for a turn. All right, they didn't get it. We're in business. Oh, we're in a lot of business. Because there's going to be a bunch of Scoot Swarms here. Opponent's only at 9. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have land. They don't have any creature lands here, though. Interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Though I don't think we necessarily need it. 1, 2, 3. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So we only have 6 getting through. After they block all that. So sadly, I think we have to do this. No, oh, we can't do it next turn. Okay. Yeah, we just pass. Plus, these are going to have Death Touch. Not that it matters that much. Alright, there's another Loth. That's a thing that matters.
I will show you what happens when the spiders aren't I generous?
Most excellent. That's actually a really good card to get here. All right, so we're gonna send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess 6 at Loth. That's stupid. We can't do that. What's the opponent? They're 9. They've got 5 blockers. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. Possibly. Well, we had 9 attackers. That's only gonna get 3 damage through. We kill those 2, but then you get counters back on Loth. Like, fine. Like, that's an awful attack, but like, whatever. You might as well. Oh, they're not gonna kill any of them. Okay. Sure. All right. So a sweeper, while bothersome, is not the end of the world here. They would get a Loth back, but now I think it's game over. We had a little bit of sweeper protection because we had the Hive out and the Eye Twitch. All right, we get to go first, and I guess we're just on the double humiliate plan. This is probably a bad keep. Like, I'm pretty certain this is bad, but I want to see what happens. That makes it hurt a little less if I can find a green land. I wish I would have had that opening, though. We're going to take Behold here. A little bit of a shame on the Shadow's Verdict, knowing we have Scoot Swarm. Not a whole lot we can do there. But maybe. Oh, they got a second divide by 0. Gosh damn it. That sucks. Alright, fine. Why does blue get so many of the good cards? Actually, honestly, just bouncing stuff like that is just super annoying in general. Alright, here we go. I mean, I was going to say, you can bounce it. Now we just need to draw a land. Come on, land. Come on, land. Hey, alright, it worked. Make it 2/2. And they can exile a thing and give us a card. I would love that. Though they're probably just going to bounce it again. Which kind of makes sense. So I don't necessarily, because of what we're playing against, I don't want to give up the second Felidar retreat. Uh-oh. That's just a kill card or something? I'm going to divide by 0. Okay. Sure. I'm going to do this. Alright, I guess maybe they have something to deal with creatures here. Because otherwise, I would think you just want to kill the Nighthawk, or counter the Nighthawk. But maybe they're more afraid of these, because they do have creature kill spells, not necessarily answers to these cards. And they have a lot of life at the moment. Alright, I'll go ahead and give them 1, knowing it's going to get countered. Come on, opponent. I was going to say, what are we waiting for? We both know it's there. You're not fooling nobody. Morden Cannon comes down. We will get to kill that. Professor Onyx, same difference. We get to kill that. That's fine.
Witherbloom is just... sorry, you don't make the grade.
And we know what cards are left in the opponent's hand, huh? Alright, we're going to attack. And then I'm actually just going to play Drizzit. Just have a faster clock out here and say, like, I don't know what that unknown card is, but you're going to have to find something. Or you're going to give me a card. Behold, we are not that worried about. I mean, I have 12 damage on board right now. Alright, there's a Soul Shattering, so you got to have something there. We're going to play this down, and do we pump the team? That'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. would allow us to kill the opponent next turn. I think we do, especially knowing we have these in hand. And we have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, too. Oh, actually, no, we don't. That's Darkport. So we don't have one of our creature lands yet. Morton Cannon, sure. Let's see if this gets through. It does. So let's get rid of Morton Cannon. Yep. Okay. We will keep. Yeah. All right. Double Humiliate has worked out before. We'll see if it works out here. I mean, unfortunately, we do have to not put this on green for this hand to work. But I think that's mostly fine. Oh boy, this is a heavy landfall deck. There's some Doomscar, some Amaria's Call. Let's take Amaria's Call, actually. Opponent doesn't have a lot of mana. I wouldn't mind getting another black land here. Nope, that is not a black land. So let's kill this. Put this on green, and we'll just play this. Alright, they found a land. Doesn't allow them to go do anything with their mana yet, though, which is super nice for us. So, we can just... I guess we just take Yasharn? I mean, we can kill Yasharn, though. Let's see what else they've got in hand. Wow, they have multiple Yasharns. Well, I guess we'll take one. Just so we're not having to deal with two of them. Because we only have one removal in card in hand. And this is going to come down on black. And then I think we're just going to wait on this Goot Swarm situation. Till maybe we either get them to use that to get rid of our Loyal Warhound or something. Because playing another Goot Swarm is just going to further encourage them to blow that up. And that's not what we want, obviously. Alright, I'm afraid that is a second Doomscar over there, which, if it is, it is. Yasharn, sure. It may not be. You know, it's also possible that that last card, or that Foretell card, is like Starnheim Unleashed or something. But we'll see. I don't know. Okay, that's good. They're going to get in land. Could also be like they're playing a Shia, whatever the Obliterate spell is. You know, that's a thing. Alright, we're going to attack. I'm not going to play anything else here. I'm going to wait. Yep, there's another Doomscar. Wasn't worth taking a risk, and I'm glad we didn't. Yep, they're going to go get more lands. Their lands produce all the colors. They can do all the things. That works. I mean, I guess here we're just going to go for it. If the opponent has it, they have it now. We fought through 2 Doomscars already. Ah, field trip. Okay. What do they get? I mean, Mascot Exhibition at least lets you block down. You can stay alive from the Scavenger and such, so maybe. The yard is sorceries and creatures. That's all that's over there. So we're not getting a big boost on our Nighthawk Scavenger yet either. All right, exhibition makes sense. Yep. That's something I would have picked. Unfortunately, I don't think we want to play that yet. So I'm just going to attack with our scavenger. Opponent did not want to block our scavenger. What does that mean? They have a way to put some counters on things here. Now they're just getting in there. All right, I'm going to assume they're going to sweep the board again. But, I mean, if not, it's a weird play. Yeah, exactly. Opponent, I think you have more land than us, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. That gets us another Scoot Swarm. All right, back to lethal after 3 Doom Scars. Attacking. All right. Sadly, how much are they going to go get here? It's going to kill us. Probably everything. Okay, there's a Tiamat. Okay, opponent's not dead. Was not expecting a Tiamat nonetheless, but they're not dead. They're at 2. I guess they could have another legendary dragon. Oh no, but they would have went and got it with that. This goes and gets gods. Okay. Am I missing something? Well, I mean, they'd be at 1, so sure. Okay, I mean, I guess we attack and lose our Scoot Swarms. I don't think there's anything else we can do. I mean, like, yeah, we just, it is what it is. Wait, opponent, why would you do that? Why would you not? Oh boy, okay. Well, they did the thing. Exhibition. And I guess we play, I mean, they could obliterate the board or something, whatever that thing is, but I mean, the DFC removes all permanents, non-land permanents, I guess. Yeah, we're blocking. I mean, because this doesn't have trample. For whatever reason, Tiamat has no real abilities after it comes into play. Not that this really matters, probably. I'll just take this. Opponent's at 1. There you go. It was yet another thing. Sure. Well, this would have been good a while ago. All right, now what? Jeez, all right. Oh man, so this one leaves me a little bit conflicted because the things we got to do were really fun and the deck was very interesting and it never felt boring, which is cool. But I have to say, I think if you're going to play it on the ladder, I would probably not play it. Now, I did have a couple of games that were losses that we played, but they were very long games against, I believe they were both, well, one was against, I think, Blue-Black Control, and that was Blue-Black Splashing Green. So, I mean, I don't know what that says. Maybe those are bad matchups. But regardless, those were they were 20-plus minute games, so that's why they're not here on the video. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just didn't feel like it was doing anything any better than, say, Mono Green or any more powerful than the black-white mid-rangey decks, and maybe that's it. But you got to play with cooler cards. So maybe if there's another version that's playing some other things, maybe we can come back to this before the end of the season and build something different. And maybe I feel a little bit different about it. But as is, I'll personally probably come back and play this a little bit more, even in this version. But I probably wouldn't recommend it for laddering. But if you just want something cool to play in the play queue, maybe to do your dailies, this could be a good change of pace deck. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about the original Liliana Vess. And this card was just really good. You know, when the Planeswalkers came out, I think people were all trying to figure out what to do with them. Liliana is probably the one I played the most with outside of Garrick, because man, Garrick was good, making beast and giving you an overrun, fantastic. But Liliana was very good too. I mean, you had a one-sided discard, which was great. You got to tutor up whatever you wanted, which is awesome. And then if your opponent just didn't deal with it, you got all the creatures back into play on your side. So that was pretty sweet too. So yeah, this card all around good. And even now it's just starting to creep up in value. So you can still find these though under $15, and a lot of places you'll probably still find them for 10 or 12 bucks. So yeah, if you're looking for these, go ahead and scoop them up. Still worth it, still good, and still playable in a lot of situations. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, you will find it down in the description below, along with links to our everything for that. I was about to give you things, but we have everything down there. Our Discord, which you're totally welcome to, even if you're not a supporter, if you're not a subscriber, like, you are still welcome to come hang out and get deck help and everything else. But also, if you want to be part of the streams and get to give input or even suggest what may show up on the streams or here on YouTube, you can join my Facebook, gaming, or Twitch streams as well. And finally, if you haven't, please remember, hit the like, subscribe, notify, because that stuff's been helping out a whole lot, and I'm super appreciative for every single one of you that do that on every video. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.